From the University of Suffolk here. A very warm welcome to another YouTube question and answer live session. Today we're going to be talking about the campus. I'm going to take you on a tour of our campus here in Ipswich for the University of Suffolk. As always, if you do have any questions as we go, please just pop them in the chat box at the side there. If you do have any questions afterwards, our contact details are at the bottom. There's an email address there just in the box below where you can get in touch with us at any time, and we'll do our very best to answer your questions. I'll give you a little bit more information about the contact a little bit later as we go along. So we're going to be looking at some of the facilities we have on site at the University of Suffolk. I'm going to show you around our Ipswich campus. We do have other campuses at partner colleges over at West Suffolk College in Bury St Edmunds, East Coast up in Yarmouth and Lowestoft as well. And some of our courses are run over at the Suffolk New College, again in Ipswich. But today we're going to focus on the facilities on the campus here in Ipswich. So if I can show you my screen. We have, so just very quickly, the contact details are there if you do want to get in touch with us with any questions. We're going to start off by looking at the Waterfront Building. Now this is the main building on campus here in Ipswich. When you come to our campus, this is the building that stands out. It's right there on the front next to the water, as the name suggests. This is one of our main teaching centres, and this contains our two largest lecture theatres. So a lot of students will have their classes here, as well as the lecture theatres themselves and the seminar and tutorial rooms. There's also plenty of space for independent and group study. We have breakout areas, group study pods, or there's computers on all of the floors, all 5 floors of the Waterfront Building, and printers as well. And the building is open 24 hours a day, so students can access the computers, the Mac suites that we have, and the printers anytime they want, 24 hours a day. So a lot of them, perhaps who do find themselves studying late at night or getting assignments in at the last minute, do take advantage of those opening times. This is also where the main reception is at the university, where the info zone is, which is a very, very important part. Your first port of call if you have any questions at all. These people, the info zone are the people that will be able to answer your questions about anything at the university. We also have the cargo cafe, which is a cafe on the bottom floor, out overlooking the marina. And we also have the careers service. Careers service are located in the Waterfront Building, so they help our current students and the students just graduating to find work, opportunities, and they can talk about what they might want to do with their degree. Moving on then to the Atrium Building. So the Atrium Building, very new, was only built within the last 4 or 5 years. This is another teaching centre, has a large lecture theatre in there as well. A number of IT suites which are used for teaching but are also open for students to use, breakout areas, and it's home to some of the most high-tech facilities that we have at the university. One of which is the suite that is used by radiotherapy students, the VIRT suite, or the virtual environment for radiotherapy. This is a fantastic facility that gives students the opportunity to use virtual reality to learn how to deliver radiotherapy for patients, and gives an incredible view of the whole of the inside of the body. So that's one of the facilities in there. We also have the 3D productivity suite. Now this is open to all students at the university. All of our students have access to this and are allowed to go in there and produce their own 3D prints. We also work with an external company on 3D printing projects, such as for the healthcare sector, something that's obviously very important at the moment. We also have the computer game studio and the computer systems lab in the Atrium Building, all of which are supported by BT. We have 3 psychology labs, and it's also home to the Waterfront Innovation Centre, or the IWIC. which helps to make business engagement an integral part of our student experience. So it can help to put students in contact with local businesses and develop business ideas that way. We also have an arts building on campus for those people who are a bit more creative. All the equipment in the arts building is of a very professional standard. It's the kind of equipment you'd find in any arts design, photography studio or workplace. We have fully equipped photography, film, architecture, drawing and fine art studios with workshops for all types of 3D work, sculpting, model making, working with wood, metal, plaster, clay, and a number of other materials. The workshops also have, all the tools you'd imagine, hand and power tools. There's even a potter's wheel and a laser cutter in there. Our photography students also have access to traditional analog wet darkroom facilities. They have colour and black and white enlargers and processing machines. There's also a print room where the students have access to etching, lino cut, screen printing, relief printing, vinyl, and inkjet printing. Large format inkjet printing is also available in the print mounting facilities. One of the features of the arts building is obviously the focus now on digital arts. And we have students are given access to the computer, the Mac and the film suites. All of these have Adobe CS Suite and specialist film editing software, Avid Media Composer and Pro Tools available. So film students are able to edit their pieces, and design students obviously can go in there and have access to the areas they might. Students who are studying things like architecture or graphic design might make particular use of these facilities. On the other side of the campus there we have the James Err Building. James Err Building is home to specialist teaching facilities including clinical skills laboratories, psychology, life science and the sports science laboratory. So most of the science-based courses are taught over there. All of our students on all courses are able to access the state-of-the-art equipment that we have there. And once they've actually been trained and have shown that they're able to be responsible and confident working with them, nothing is off limit. They can use these facilities as and when they wish, and they have access to the building, which is a great thing for students. They don't necessarily need to book out time to get into these labs. They can use the facilities when they really need them. So some of the facilities that we have in there, we have clinical skills rooms, which are used to help teaching practice in courses such as nursing, midwifery, radiotherapy, operating department practice and paramedic science. And they sort of give a simulation to the sort of things that students will be needing to do in those courses. We have the Human Performance Laboratory, which is a state-of-the-art teaching and research facility, allowing us to measure a wide range of psychological, biomechanical and physiological parameters. So again, this will be the sports science students, the students who are using those. Perhaps the nutrition students as well might be involved in that. We also have a state-of-the-art tissue culture room where we conduct our regenerative medicine related research involving embryonic stem cells, induced pluripotent stem cells within our main research themes as well. So again, bioscience students might be using this as well as the postgraduate Regen Med students in there. Something that all the students will probably be using during their time at the University of Suffolk is the library. So obviously there's access to the materials within the library, which is great, but they also have a fantastic support team, and you can book one-to-one appointments with the academic support team in there, who can give you advice on academic skills, learning and teaching, study skills. It could even be specific areas, for maths or essay writing. So a lot of academic support is available. They run a traffic light system in there. So the green areas, which are the group study spaces, which are for collaborative work and discussion, and usually have PCs available. There are 2 walk-in pods and 3 bookable pods, again, which have monitors and PCs, often comfy areas in there we can sit down. The amber are the quiet study spaces. So again, this is mostly for independent study, but you can do quiet group work. It's usually for students who are working with journals or actually dealing with the books there in the library. And then we have the red area, which is the silent study space. So this is just for independent study. So there are some PCs in there as well if you need to use the computer, but this is really for students who want to be working by themselves. Moving on to the accommodation. The accommodation on campus is based in Athena Hall, which is a very new facility at the university. All of the rooms there are double bedrooms with ensuite shower facilities, so no one has to share a bathroom in the halls of residence. The flats are in groups, so you tend to have 4 or 5 different flats will share a kitchen and a living space, but everyone will have their own private bedroom with their ensuite bathroom inside. There are a number of communal facilities within the halls of residence. So there's the common room, which has a TV. They have Amazon lockers in there as well. There's a laundry facilities right next door. They have table tennis tables and so on in there as well. There's also an outdoor courtyard where the halls are built around. So a very nice space to get outside, especially when the weather's nice. The halls of residence are right in the middle of campus, so less than 5-minute walk to anywhere on campus. So ideal for the students living there. And some of the social spaces that we have at the university. So we have a number of cafes. We've got Cult Cafe, which is located below the James Err Building, which has live music, a number of events going on throughout the week. We also have Paddy and Scott's, which is the cafe based in the Waterfront Building, a hub for people to meet on campus. And the Students' Union also have their own social space. So this is located in the library building. They have a small shop in there, so you can get something to eat. They also have a kitchen which students can use. There are pool tables in there, there's a table tennis table, and lots of study areas in there, again for group study or independent study. Lots in there. Just a quick reminder that this weekend, on Saturday, we have a virtual open day here at the University of Suffolk. So if you are interested in finding out a little bit more about the courses, finding out a bit more about campus, speaking to some of the people here who work and teach at the university, come along to the open day. You can sign up on our website. There will be more open days across the summer and going on for the rest of the year. So do keep an eye out on the website if you are interested. And if you do have any questions that you want to get in touch with us about, again, here are the contact details that you can use to get in touch with us anytime you like. We're more than happy to take your questions and get back to you. I hope that's been useful. I hope you've enjoyed seeing a little bit of our campus today. This is the final in the series of YouTube question and answer sessions. I hope we've been able to answer a lot of your questions and queries out there, and I hope you have found it useful. As I said, you can go back through the site. We've got 10 of these now available on the website, so if you've missed any of them, go back and have a look, see what we've been talking about before, and do get in touch with us. Just because we finished these, it doesn't mean we're going anywhere. We're more than happy to answer your questions. So do let us know if you have any questions on any of the topics we've covered throughout the series, or anything else you'd like to know about the University of Suffolk or about university in general. Okay, well, enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Bye-bye.